Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler and I'm live on Facebook and YouTube under Inspiring Inking. Welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Can you do me a quick sound and light check? Make sure all is well with the technology. I am just going to double check that I am on my Ethernet cable. So let's see. Bear with me a second. Yeah, that's looking all okay. Susan's here, Rob's here. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. So how are we? How are we today? It's a bit cold. What's happened to the weather? I thought the sunshine had arrived. And it had not. Yeah, it's all gone a bit chilly. Bit chilly today. Let's see. Michelle's here. Hello. And Tina. Hello. Happy Tuesday. And Elizabeth's here as well. And she's saying hello to all the crafty friends. Yeah, look, I can see it's like the floodgates have opened and people are all throwing in. The sun has left by the back door. Yeah, I hope that was not the summer. That would be a bit rubbish if it was. So what have we been up to? What were you up to at the weekend? Or during the week if your work means that you have to work the weekend. For years I had jobs, and actually to be fair, I did work the weekend. I did. So on Saturday we had a local village fete, 5 minutes up the road from where we live. It was glorious all day. Lots of people came and said hello, and some people booked onto classes, and lots of interest in scrapbooking, which is wonderful. I am so pleased that so many of you are excited about the scrapbooking. So those of you that have signed up for the scrapbooking workshop, the first class is on Thursday. You should have all had emails about it. Sorry, excuse me, I've got an itch. Oh, the sunshine may have gone, but the hay fever, the allergies are still here. Yeah, so the first class is on Thursday. I have switched bookings off now because I'm preparing the kits. But if you want to craft with your own stuff, you can do that. So you can email me, amanda@inspiringinking.com. There are actually 3 classes, 2 creative classes, 1 information class, and a Zoom. And if you want to take part in the scrapbooking workshop that I've got coming up, it'll be £19, and that doesn't include any products. But what I will do is I will send out a cutting list so you'll know what stuff you need to gather in advance. Okay, so let's see who else is here. Apparently it's good. Once Wimbledon's finished, it'll be sunny. That's probably not a bad guess. Paul's here. Apparently it's hot and sweaty in Italy. And Donna's here. And I bet it's cold and rainy in Oz. I tell you, we love talking about the weather, don't we? Oh, it's cold down in Maryland as well, Tina. Oh, that's not so good, is it? Well, maybe it is actually. If you're not a fan of the sunshine, maybe it is. So anyway, so at the weekend, like I said, I'm psychic, Donna. She wanted to know how I knew it was going to be cold and rainy in Oz. It's because it's wintertime. We've got summer weather, you've got winter weather. Yeah, so Saturday was busy at the show, and then Sunday I was in the garden all day. We did so much gardening. Hedges and bushes and the wisteria and deadheading and weeding and grass cutting. Brian had to we've got a wheelie bin for all our green waste, and Brian had to climb in it twice to jump on it to squash it down so we could put some more stuff in. So we have really hacked our rosemary bush. So it's like, I don't know, it must be 5 foot tall. It's huge, and it's really old. So it was quite old when we bought the house, and that was 15 years ago. So, it must be 20 plus years old, and it's really got a thick, heavy trunk in the center of it. It's really quite woody. So we decided that we were going to try and make it back bud, but basically, yeah, you can see holes through it now. It was kind of like a solid mass. Yeah. We took a lot of the rosemary bush down. So we'll see. I gave it some food the other day because I thought it's feeling a bit sorry for itself. And what else did we do? Oh, we got some dahlias. I'll put some pictures on Facebook and Instagram of the dahlias. They are beautiful. We've got 3 pots on our patio in the back garden, and they've been full of weeds for about the past 4 or 5 months because everything in there died over the winter. It just wasn't happy. So we decided that we would get dahlias, and then we'll move the pots into the greenhouse over the winter time, and then hopefully they'll just be protected and they'll be fine. So we've got some dahlias. My lavender is in a full bloom. So yeah, I'll you'll see a few garden pictures coming up. And we've got a hydrangea as well. So I've never grown hydrangeas. But we've got 2 little spots on the driveway. They're like semicircles sunk into the driveway. And you don't want anything that's going to be really woody because the cars go past it. So I wanted something that, would survive getting bumped. Obviously, it's not going to survive being run over, but it might survive being bumped. So we've got that. So we've got a spotted laurel in the other one, which is going great guns. But I wanted something a bit prettier. So yeah, so we did that all day Sunday. It's just like, it was never ending. It's just like, because I said to Brian, what's next? Because he's the gardening guru. What's next? And there was always a what's next. Oh dear. Oh, let's see. Sherry. First time seeing us. Sherry's in Florida, nice and hot. I was in Florida about 6 weeks ago. I love Florida, and I love the hot. It will be really nice to be back, I can tell you. Thank you for joining us. Elizabeth's saying still aching from gardening on Sunday. Blimey, so you've been working hard as well. Rob's saying, don't worry, the rosemary will grow back. Hopefully, yeah, it should do. We were really careful, actually. So we took it hard back, but still to sort of green shoots. So it should back bud a little bit. Susan spent the weekend pottering in the garden. She's not a gardener, but she likes to try. Yeah, you see, I'm the same, Susan. I love being in the garden, and I love the garden looking pretty. But it's kind of, and I like pottering about a little bit, but I don't like things that take a long time to do. It's because everything that I need to do is a million miles an hour, isn't it, really? So, for instance, I've got some marigolds that came from my mum, and they're just amazing, and they just flower and flower and flower and flower, and I put them in all sorts of spots in the garden because they just fill an area, and it's really, they're bright orange and they're just really pretty. Again, I'll put some pictures of those up as well. And that's my kind of gardening. What I don't like is when things need a lot of attention, because quite often I don't have time to give things a lot of attention, and then they die, and then I'm sad. So it's good job Brian goes around and waters things. Hi, Dino. Good to see you. Tina's saying she wants to try and grow lavender. So I don't know what the weather is like in Maryland, Tina. But lavender usually likes fairly stony, fairly dry soil. I've grown lavender and rosemary for years and years and years. And again, it's because it doesn't need very much tending. But the most important thing with lavender is you have to prune it really well after it's flowered. As otherwise you end up with straggly lavender bushes, because it won't bud back, it won't grow from old wood. So you have to make sure that you are cutting it hard back every year to stop it from getting straggly and horrible. Iona from the Netherlands, hello. I've probably said your name wrong, or Ilona, maybe Ilona. Thank you for joining us. Netherlands is in the house. Oh, Susan's got a pond. Saw her first goldfinch taking a dip yesterday. So we don't have in our garden any of the pretty birds. So the reason we don't have any pretty birds like goldfinches or greenfinches or blue tits or anything like that is because we have a squadron of sparrows. And the squadron of sparrows live in the roof eaves of our next door neighbors. And you see them coming in and out. And when the chicks are ready to fledge, you can see them sort of peeping out from under the slates. But it is a squadron. There must be 20 or more of them at any one time. And basically they come out of the eaves and they sit in the trees that surround our garden, and they are so noisy and challenge any other birds. Nothing else stays. So but they are lovely. But yeah, they chase the other birds away. Good. I've got your name right. That's good. You like the squadron of sparrows. Yeah, I mean they are. They just come in. Oh, brilliant. So a lot of red clay. Oh, okay. So I don't know then with with the lavender. But have a look. See, I'm sure your local garden centre will be able to help you. Okay, so I've got some cards to show you today. We had a team training 2 weeks ago, and I got some cards from my team, so I want to show those to you. In the world of Stampin' Up, lots of things happening. So the first thing is tomorrow, 3rd of July, the bonus days promotion starts. Now, if you've never heard of bonus days, I have emailed out about it, but basically for every £45 you spend, you get a £4.50 voucher. So for my European friends, it's for every €60 you spend, you get a €6 voucher. And those vouchers, coupons, are only valid in August. So you purchase in July, get your vouchers, then you purchase in August, and you can take the value of those orders off. No, value of the coupons off. Yes, the value of the coupons off. So don't lose the coupon codes. The coupon codes, excuse me, they come via email. So, so make sure that you keep them so you can use them in August. So that's the first thing that's happening. The second thing that's happening is we've got the launch of new online exclusives. So the Christmas stuff that we're using for July Craft Along, those lovely sentiment stamp sets that I showed you last week or the week before, we've got all kinds of new stuff. There's loads. So make sure you check out all of that. And we should have 2 new kits launching tomorrow. We actually have, in Europe, we've only got 1. So so I know I've got some of my American friends here and some of my Australian friends here. So you guys are fine. You're going to get 2 kits tomorrow. We're only getting 1. So in Europe, the kit that we're getting is I want to say garden thanks kit. Something along those lines. But there is a circus kit coming. It will launch in Australia and New Zealand and the US. And actually, depends what time it is. Donna, has it launched yet? Because obviously, no, I'm thinking it's probably 11 p.m. where you are. So anyway, I don't think it's launched yet in Australia, but it will launch. But it's been delayed in Europe. So we're still having occasional glitches with stuff coming through customs and things, but hopefully it should be with us in a couple of weeks. So that's those things. I also have my online bog off sale going. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you're actually on YouTube, you can just scroll and you'll be able to see the bog off videos because I've made them all public now. But if you want to know more about it, you can email me, amanda@inspiringinking.com, and I will send you the details. So obviously, if you shop my bog off store, you will get retired items, and then you shop in my online store and you'll get new items, and my retired items are like my free gift to you. and you'll get bonus day coupons. So it's like a double bonus. Anybody'd think I thought about that in advance, huh? I really was hoping that they were going to do the bonus days promotion in July again. They did last year, so it was a guess, but it was a good guess. Okay, so let me show you the cards and things from the team and other cards that have kind of arrived over the past few days. Then I've actually got some crafting for you, something that I'm really excited that's come back into stock. So I will show you that. So here we go. So look at this. This is from Karen. It is actually a card. So she's used the lovely birdhouse and made a little card. This one is from the lovely Rosie. That one is from the lovely Sarah. This is Poised Peony. It's such a great set, and it's got some really nice sentiments on it. Yeah, so this is a really, really good set. Then, I'm not going to show you this. So the reason I'm not going to show you this is because this was made by Deborah, and she did a demonstration for us. And the reason I don't want to show it to you yet is because I'm going to do a craft and chat about it. So there you go. So you can't see that one. This is from Rosie. So it's a card that has like a peekaboo patterned paper on it. It's really lovely. So this is using the I want to call it thoughtful expressions. Thoughtful expressions, I think so. This one is from Yolanda, and she's used the tiny stitched squares. I love that effect. It's really cool. This one is it was doesn't say on the back. I think it was Rachel. I'm 90% sure it was Rachel. There's no name on this one either. But that's sort of a follow-on pattern. And this is from Katie as well. And then Katie brought me a gift. Look, lovely new dragonfly coaster. And oh, Michelle. Hang on. This one's Michelle's. Yes. And as well as the dragonfly coaster, Katie bought me some Nutter Butters. Now, many of you will know I love chocolate, but I actually love peanut butter. Peanut butter and chocolate together is really good. But Nutter Butters, my American friends will know they're a biscuit that are like a sandwich biscuit, and they look like a peanut in its shell. And they're amazing. And occasionally we can get them here in the UK, but not very often. But the way they come in a cello container. But of course, I don't know, there must be 40 in there. There's not 40 in there anymore. Yes. I keep eating them. It's not good. Well, it is good because they're yummy. Okay, so enough chattering. Let's do some crafting. I've got to take a few things out first, though, because I've put in some extra stuff because I'm going to share with you a kit today. And it is a kit that you all need to order because it went out of stock within, I don't know, about a day and a half last time. And you're going to want to use it and extend it. So let me turn this around. Switch the camera. Ooh, wrong one. That one. Start the camera. Okay, so here's the kit. It is called I'm going to get it all out. There you go. It is called By Your Side. Now, this is a kit for dog people and for cat people. Now, I am interested. Put in the comments, are you a dog person or a cat person? I am actually both. So we grew up with a cat and a dog. When I was a child at home, and we always had both. And Brian does not like cats. Really, really does not like cats. So I've never had a cat since we've been together. But we have had dogs, and hopefully soon-ish we might get another dog, but we'll see. But it is quite interesting. Some people are just dog people or just cat people, and some people are both, and some people are yeah, I don't mind. So anyway, so this is the kit. I'm going to show you what is in it. I'm going to make a couple of the cards as they are designed, but then I want to explain a couple of things with it. So there is enough for 8 cards, and you've got these beautiful patterned envelopes. You've got dimensionals. This is a stamping kit. So you get an acrylic block. Now, these blocks are really good. They don't have like the finger holds that our standard blocks have, but these are such a useful size. They're really cool. And you've got some little heart sequins. This is the stamp set. So you've got paw prints, cat and dog. You've got a little fish and a bone. And then the sentiments are, you make my heart happy, best friends forever, I'll always be by your side, and here's to a true friend. So all of these will work with lots of other stamps and things that you have. Then you've got the 4 card blanks, and these are printed. So they're like they are, start again. These are cardstock and printed, but they've got like a color wash on them, but this is actually flat. So there isn't an extra layer on there. They're white on the inside. So you've got two designs. And again, this has got color wash on it. So you've got those. Then you've got 4 sheets. So this is what I'm saying about you're going to have lots left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cat and a dog made using the kit, and then a cat and a dog using some additional embellishments. But you've actually got 16 of these elements. So you can make twice as many cards. So let's just pop these out. So these are die cut. They've got tiny little tags on them that you just have to wiggle the paper a little bit and loosen it. And then you've got 4 of these. So I don't know how well you can see this. This card has got 2 little hearts that you punch out. And I'm going to use those on a different card. And then you've got this one, which again, it's got like a little stitched line. But then you've got this circle, which we can actually use on a different card as well in a minute. Okay. So I think it's interesting. I think we're pretty split, actually. Cats, but like both. Dog person, but don't dislike cats. Dogs over cats, but don't mind either. Both. But I have a golden lab. Oh, beautiful dog. And that would be the UPS man. I'll be back in a second. It doesn't matter which day I order. I am convinced that my UPS man only comes to my house on a Tuesday. Right. Okay. Oh, Donna's saying this is out of stock in Oz. So it's been out of stock for us for, well, since catalogue launched, pretty much. But it's just back. So hopefully, Donna, yours will be coming in soon. Okay. So let me show you, if you haven't had a kit before with one of these tiddly widdly ink spots, use your scissors to slice along the sticker. And it means then that you'll get like a clean line here. And then the same on this side. Well, cleanish. Depends how straight you or steady your hand is. Ugh. There we go. Okay, so these are 1 inch or 2.5 centimeter ink spots. They are felt. Okay, so they're not like our standard ink pads. So you may have to give them a bit more welly. Press a bit harder on them. So pull off that sheet. And let's have a look. So I am going to do that one and that one in a minute. I'm going to do these ones first. No, that way around. Okay. I'm going to do this one. Okay. So this is the stripy one. So if you've not seen the instructions, sometimes it goes along and sometimes it goes down. So this one is telling you all the bits that you need and then what you need to do. So where did that bit go? Okay, so I need that piece. I'm just panicking here a moment because I think I'm missing something. My sentiments are missing from my kit. Sentiment strips. Okay. Right. Before we panic, let's just put everything back in the box. There you go. You see? Never panic. Never panic because you don't know where it's hiding. Okay. All right. So you need one of those. And let's start again. Okay. So we're doing this card first with the puppy on it. And we've got 2 stamps and you make my heart happy. So because we're putting the dog on there, we want the dog paw print, which is the bigger one. Oh, yeah, it's the big one. Let me get my stamping mat. Now these kits are designed to have everything in them that you need. So they're designed so that you don't have to add anything. So the glue's in there, the ink's in there, everything's in there. So these are great as gifts for people. So if you have a friend who you think would like to do some crafting, this kit or a kit like this will work really, really well as a gift. So let's pop that. Oh, hang on. I'm going to get a bit of scrap paper because sometimes, can you see that? Sometimes when you get a new photopolymer set, they've got a bit of release agent on them. Let me just go over these whilst I'm doing that. So basically what happens is, in order to get them out of the mold, they have to put like a release agent on them. So it stays on the stamp, and means that sometimes your stamp, when you've got a new stamp, it just doesn't stamp cleanly. So sometimes you just need to give it a clean with an eraser, and let's see if that's better. Yeah, can you see the difference? That makes a huge difference. So this is just a standard eraser, and I've just gone over all of the stamps, and then I'll just clean them on my, I've got my chamois here, look. Just clean it all off. Woo! So you make my heart happy. And then we are just going to grab some dimensionals. And for those of you that haven't seen this, this was a top tip from Rosie last week. Put a squiggle of Sharpie marker on your dimensional backing so that you know where you've still got backings to take off. So that's going there. And then, let's put that there. So what it means is I say it's sort of a little dance that we do. Normally, when I've not got backings like this, normally when you're looking at your dimensionals, you can't tell which ones I've got the backings on, so I tap them. And obviously if they're sticky, then the backing's already off. How cool is that? So this one goes with this envelope. Like so. So that's one. And then this one is a sideways. So this is going to be the cat. So I'm going to switch my little paw print out. Let's just check it's going to work. So we're going to put 2 paw prints, one there and one there. And then on the card, I'm going to put one there, like so. Oh, Donna. Is anyone else having problems with the focus? It could just be that your internet's dropping out, Donna. I am on my super duper fiber and hardwired in, so it should be okay. I'm sorry that you're having problems. So these images, because they're die cut, it's just so easy to kind of add them. You know, you're just popping them down. It's this one, I think. I'll always be by your side. That made me smile because the cat's got a ball of yarn. And it'll be, I'll always be by your side, apart from when I'm playing with my yarn. Let's just clean that off. Start again. And then that one is just going to go there. In the kit, it is all dimensionals, but I am just putting a little bit of Tombow on there. Let's just pop that down and pop a little heart down. Brilliant. So Donna's saying it's all good now. So then this card is designed to go with that envelope. So let me push this all to one side. And show you these two again. So that's this one. That's that one. So these are exactly how it's kind of designed. What I wanted to do was to take the extra elements, because basically you're going to end up with 8 elements. And I thought that we could start out with this one. Ooh. And I've got, this is a copper clay base. So it works with the different cats and Old Olive. And what I'm going to do is get the little cat stamp and make a little border. So let's just, yeah. I'm going to make it like the cat. Has got to your crafting. And if you've got a cat, you will probably have a cat do this at some point. One year with Kiva, we actually inked up her paw to put on a Christmas card for the kids. So look, so we've got that. And then a cat print the inside. So basically, all I'm doing with this is just adding a little bit of cardstock. And obviously using those stamps. So I'm just going to put the little cat there. That cat is looking like butter wouldn't melt. And we all know that cats get themselves into all kinds of mischief. So let's have a You Make My Heart Happy. Actually, I think I'm just going to stamp it on the card. So we're really only using a tiny amount of cards. So we're not using lots and lots of additional cards. And you will have some extra sequins. So, oh no, that doesn't want to go that side. That wants to go that side. There we go. So you've got your little cat there. And then we've got the little puppy dog there. So I've got, this is basic grey. And I was going to go with Old Olive. And what I thought I would do is get some of my dies out. Now, this set of dies is Perennial Postage. And it's a huge set of rectangle dies. You've got this little die here, which does like an embossed postmark. You've got this to make little holes and like punched bits. That's for a tag. But the different sizes of dies, because they are symmetrical on both sides, you can actually make them bigger and smaller. So let me show you what I mean. So this one is what I'm actually going to use, but I wanted a sentiment, and the sentiments in the set are all too big or all too small for the smaller, let me show you, these smaller rectangles. So what I actually did was I stamped this one, I die cut this piece, and then I flipped it over and I took this piece, let me bring it up to show you. Took this piece and I laid it back in to the die. So can you see how these little tags here, the little sticky out bits, they can all line up. So I lined it up like that. And then I ran it through the cut and emboss machine. And I ended up with a piece that big and that big. So you can easily get these to be the right size for whatever you need it to be. So in this case, I wanted this sentiment. And it is the right size now. Ta-da! You make my heart happy. So I'm going to stamp, and I thought we'd put the bone on this one. It's just going to take a minute to make a background. So you might have to talk amongst yourselves a while I fill up this background. But that's why I think this set is really good, because you've got these stamps that you can use to add on to other stamps. So it was card class, my in-person card class this morning, and we used Doggone Friendly today. So let me just show you. It is page 90. Oh, it's the tiniest picture. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can see that, but it's called Doggone Friendly, and it's got pictures of every little puppy you could ever imagine. And so this set would work really well with that. Okay, so I'm working around the edge because I know that the dog that I've got is quite big. So I don't have to put him in the middle. There we go. Let's put just one more there. Oh, where did I want it there? Okay, so that's that one. And then I am going to use the dog paw print. So this one's going to go onto here, but I'm actually going to put dog paw prints at the top and the bottom as well. Because I'm just obviously trying to use what's in the kit, I'm actually going to use the old olive ink. And don't be afraid of doing this. Don't be afraid of stamping coloured ink of a different colour onto your cardstock. Because all that happens is you get a darker version of the colour that you were originally stamping. So what's actually happening is this old olive ink now looks like Mossy Meadow. That's kind of the shade that it looks. But then you've got additional, you can see the paw prints, top and bottom. And then let's just get the backgrounds off. Tina says she had a great time playing with this kit. Well, I've had mine since it first came out, but I haven't been able to play with it because it went, like I said, it went out of stock. So I didn't even get it out because I knew that I couldn't share it. So I've been waiting until it came back in stock so I could actually get it out. But I will be busy making the rest of these cards later today. So let's pop these little hearts. There and there. Oh, we've gone over by 2 minutes. Let me just get that one down. Get these hearts down. And then I will show you the 4 cards. So basically, all I've done is taken a little bit of extra cardstock and some dies. Now, I've just done some quick cards using kind of leftover bits and bits of cardstock. Obviously, you could make really cool backgrounds. You could use some patterned paper. You could put lots and lots of different dies and embellishments and things on to kind of extend the life of this kit. But sometimes you want quick cards. So here are my 2 extra cards. And then these are the 2 cards from the kit. And remember, even when you've used everything in the kit, you've still got an acrylic block, a little stamping spot, and a stamp set as well, which is really cool. Okay, so that is everything from me this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this week's Craft and Chat. I will be back here next week with some more creative inspiration. All of the products that you've seen today, you can purchase in my online store. If you are purchasing in July, please wait until the 3rd of July, which is tomorrow when this was live, to make sure that you qualify for bonus days. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you all again soon. I will see some of you on Thursday. But for everyone else, I will see you next week. Take care. Goodbye.